Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today, to lead you in a very special way. In today's Good Morning Grief Devotion, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is a good thing. And I'm so very grateful and thankful that you are here with us on today as we lead you in a very, very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 252. This message is for me and for you. I'm proud of my grief. I am proud of my grief. Ooh, don't that sound kind of funny? But I'm telling you, it's the truth. I am proud of my grief. Let's talk about it, y'all. Our culture implies that grief is weak and shameful, but there's nothing further from the truth. We've talked about this before, and I'll continue to shout it out loud until the day I die. Our culture is ill equipped to handle people with grief. There is a lack of awareness and education, and people don't understand the nuances of grief when it comes to grief, right? And so I love it because this is so very true. Our culture implies that grief is weak and shameful. People think grief is weak and shameful when it's really something that is designed to help you to navigate through this thing called life, right? It's not weak and shameful. That's the furthest thing from the truth. My grief, my deep grief, is proof that I have deeply loved, and that love is my proudest accomplishment. I don't make grief my identity, but I definitely honor it. For anybody that grieves, that means you have the opportunity to love. Whenever you start dealing with loss, change, and transition, that means you're entering into one season, coming out of another one. That every hello is a goodbye. Understand this, that every hello, with every hello, there's a goodbye, right? And so if we are saying hello, or if we are walking into a new season of grief, that means we had to say goodbye to something, that we lost something, something changed, something transitioned. And grief is the price we pay for love, right? It's the price that we pay for love, the opportunities, the minutes, the moments, the memories, the opportunities to love deeply. Yeah, it comes at the cost that one day I may not have this very thing that I love. And if I lose it, right, then yes, it's going to, there's going to be grief. There's going to be sorrow, right? That I got to process this, my natural, normal, and necessary response to this very thing that I've loved so deeply and dearly, but now that I've lost, right? And so our culture is ill equipped to really deal or understand the nature of grief. It's not weak, it's not shameful. It's the furthest thing from the truth. Grief is proof that I've deeply loved, and that love is my proudest accomplishment. Now, I don't make my grief my identity, but I definitely honor my grief. And so I mourn openly and authentically. Yes, it means I got the opportunity to love deeply. And now that I've lost what I've lost, I am going to mourn openly and authentically, right? That sometimes people take on the mindset my grief is just going to be just as loud as my love. My grief is going to be as loud as my gratitude. If I had great gratitude, pictures and posting and all of this stuff, all of the couple goals, relationships, all of this stuff, sharing my journey, sharing my life. If my gratitude was loud, y'all, there's nothing wrong with your grief being loud. There's nothing wrong with you expressing in the same way you express the feelings of your love. There's nothing wrong in the same manner to express the feelings of your lost, right? And so I sow and mourn openly and authentically. Openly and authentically. I'm going to be true to my grief. I'm not going to hide it or shame it or bury it because of you. No, it's going to be open and authentic. I don't hide my grief, but instead I wear it on my sleeve. You know, people say you shouldn't put your feelings on your sleeve, this, that, the other. There's something, when it comes to grief, you can wear your feelings on your sleeve. Oh, it's healthy, right? Yes, I'm someone who prioritizes love, I say. My heart has been cracked wide open. I am devastated, but at the same time, also proud to have the privilege of counting myself among those who have loved well enough to become brokenhearted. Do y'all understand the power of that? Yes, my heart is cracked wide open and I'm heartbroken, but that's only because I had the privilege and the opportunity to have loved in such a powerful way. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Yes, I'm someone who prioritizes love. I say my heart has been cracked wide open. I'm devastated. But at the same time, I'm also proud to have the privilege of counting myself among those who have loved well enough to become brokenhearted. We loved well enough to become brokenhearted. We loved well enough to become brokenhearted. I remember Tupac said in this song, Dear Mama, talking about his father, he said, he passed away and I couldn't cry because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger, right? He said, yo, Pops passed away and I couldn't even cry because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. That I don't even have the capacity to be brokenhearted because I didn't even know this cat, right? Passed away and I didn't cry. Why? Because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. Now juxtapose that, flip that. Having the opportunity to love somebody. What if he wasn't a stranger? What if he was somebody that was in his life and he passed away? Oh, I'm gonna be brokenhearted. My heart gonna be shattered into 1,000 pieces. Why? Because I had the opportunity to love dearly and deeply. And y'all, that's the price. That's the price we pay for the opportunity to be able to love. Here's the final thought. There is no greater gift in life than love. There is no greater gift in life than love. And because of that, I'm proud of my grief. Oh, if this lesson wasn't good for nobody else, it's good for me. I love that. If you ain't getting nothing out of this, I'm sorry. Come back tomorrow. But as for me, whoo, I'm telling you, this is that one right here. Look, I hope and pray you were blessed. Hope and pray you were blessed. Look, if you don't have a place to worship today, I want you to consider coming to kick it with us one time for the one time at the City of Hope Community Church, 10607 East 56th Street. If you can't make it in person, we're gonna be virtual 10 a.m. You don't want to miss it, y'all. The spiritual part is a very important aspect of the grieving process as well. So you want to make sure spiritually you have things in place that will help you to navigate through this process. It's your boy, Pastor Corral and Duncan saying I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see y'all today, 10 a.m. Let's go.